Welcome back to Life Radio. We got the two girls here,
Hey.
Crystalena and Malak. Am I pronouncing?
Malak.
Malak.
Yeah,
Malak.
emphasis on the first A. Crystal.
Yeah, I pronounce everybody's name wrong. You might almost.
It's alright. It's a very common, like, everybody's like, is it Malak? And I'm like, there's always that conversation. Malak? No, Malak. You know, always. So that's alright.
So how many shows you guys done so far on your tour?
We've done
7.
Yeah. 7. Do we only have 9 shows? We have 8 shows. This is going to be our 7th show, and then tomorrow's going to be our 8th.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's something.
But we're on the road for 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the driving in between, like you're talking about skipping, not staying overnight and driving to Montreal tonight. I'm thinking,
We've done
wow,
that
you just-
once already. Like,
Yeah.
we've driven through the night once, but
We made it.
We
arrived
made it.
alive.
We
Yeah.
arrived alive. Didn't hit any moose, thank
Yeah.
God.
It's about like, cause we're trying to not pay for anywhere we stay,
Yeah.
and everybody's been like really nice so far, and we have somewhere to stay in Montreal, and like I said, like our show is the
I
next
think
day.
they've already booked and paid for your rooms and everything here tonight too as well.
Have we?
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh?
it's all been taken care of, I believe.
By who?
The lady where you're playing tonight, that's what she told me anyway,
What?
so we'll see when we get down there.
Oh, that's amazing. We don't have to drive through the
I
night.
didn't know that.
Uh,
Let's talk to her about. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Okay,
You didn't know
well,
that? Oh, well,
No,
that's
well,
good to know.
you know, maybe I just didn't read the contract thoroughly enough.
Yeah, so
we
you wanted
read
to make sure because you guys are driving, you're gonna be tired, so.
Yeah, it's just I think like because there's a separate contract for every show, like they all just blend into one at some point. Like,
Oh, sure.
you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. Thank you. Didn't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't, well, I was thinking, how did you drive, yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so, you're on The Voice, I was watching the clip there, and
Yeah.
that must have been a scary experience. How
It
do you
was
sing when you got 4
scary.
chairs about to turn around and everybody's like,
Oh man, let me tell you, it was really scary because it's like, it's such a fine, it's a hair between your life changing forever and, you know, failing, you know. It wouldn't have been a failure, like just being on the show at all is
just
cool.
getting there, I think
Just
is
getting
success.
there, yeah,
That's not
exactly.
failure at all.
It was a really, like, you don't see, it's not televised, but it's a really long process just to make it to the blind auditions. And when I was singing at that point, like, we had been filming all day, like, doing interviews and stuff, and I had been up at 6 a.m., and I went on stage at midnight, and I was so scared, because I was like, oh man, I've worked so hard to get here, and I really hope that it's all worth it, and that somebody turns. And then the person who turned for me was the lady that she's a musician, her name is Samita Said, she's very, very awesome. She was always like, I don't know what the word is, but like, she was always very modern, you know, for an Arabic Middle Eastern woman. Very, very modern, and I always respected her. I always loved her songs, very catchy. And so she was kind of like a role model for me as a kid. So she was the one who turned for me, which was very magical, I think, because I was like, oh wow, this person I looked up to so much now wants me on their team. So I really, it was nice. It was nice, and in the end, I thought I didn't sing very well, but when I watched myself, I was like, no, I did okay. You know?
Oh, wow. You
Thank
did
you.
more than okay, yeah.
Wow.
It's like when I turned on, I was like, whoa, what
Thanks,
is this?
thanks. It was really nice, and not just being on the show, like getting to mingle with so many cultures. Like I met people from Morocco, Algeria, Syria, Tunisia. Like I've never met people like that before, and they're all such good representations, I think, for Middle Eastern culture. Like they're all very open-minded and artistic and fun and funny and kind, and they all made me feel like I was part of their family. So that, I think, is the most valuable thing that I gained from that experience.
That's
Just feeling the
incredible.
love of all these people and being able to do art with them, that was huge for me.
Well, I was amazed, and you sang fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't know if
so
you won
much.
the show, I haven't seen it yet, but
Well, we'll
you got
see.
a good
You
job with
gotta
that
watch
first
the
song.
episodes.
For
I'll keep
sure.
posting about it on my Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, you guys should follow us on Instagram. Crystalena is at Crystalena Music.
Yeah, Crystalena, like the rock, crystal.
E-N-A.
Music. ENA, yeah, Crystalena Music.
And I am malak.sound, malak.sound on Instagram. And you can find us on, Facebook too, Malak Sound and Crystalena.
Yeah,
And we'll post a
YouTube,
link on our
Spotify.
Life Radio page as well, so you
Yeah,
guys
please
be able
do.
to find
Thank
that
you.
and get through them for sure, and hear the music. It's great. You're not going to want to miss it for sure. You guys are saying you do some interesting things for warming up your voices and stuff. I heard butter or something. I'm
Yes.
like, what?
Okay, you can go first.
Okay, so I always use olive oil or any kind of oil because it just helps lubricate the vocal cords, and we need them to be nice and slippery for
Yeah.
when we do
Nice and slippery.
vocal
I love
runs.
that.
And it really helps, especially if you've had any spicy foods or any like hot sauce lately, which I'm
Which you
really
have,
keen
you had a
for.
bunch of like sriracha
I
today.
love hot sauce,
Yeah.
so I need that olive oil often.
Yeah.
But you
I'm a butter person. Like I like to, you know those little like little butter packs you get at like restaurants or like diners and stuff. I like to just kind of stock up on those, and then right before I go on stage, I just like I lick it and then I swallow it. You're not supposed to like leave it on your tongue. You just like swallow it right away, and then it lubricates the cords. And it's supposed to open up your voice. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's-
different vocal
Butter.
tricks.
So if you're a singer, butter or olive oil
Or both.
or both.
Yeah.
Why not?
And
That's
honey
incredible.
in water, hot water.
Yeah, honey and hot water is good too. Warm water.
all the
I think
little
too hot
tips
is
people
bad.
are listening, they're going, oh, especially all the young girls.
I'm sure you guys have
a.
a bunch of singers here in Miramichi.
Oh yeah, we have a circuit that plays. A lot of young people there. They'll probably show up tonight. Just
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully
we'd
we
love
get
to
to
meet some
see
young
them.
people.
yes.
Yes, I love like singing to youth because I feel like they're, I don't know, we affect them. I want to affect young people in a good way. So that's why it makes me so happy to see young people at my shows.
That's awesome. Did you guys go out and vote?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my first time voting for anything because when I moved to Canada, I was too young to vote. Like I'd never voted in Egypt where I lived. And then I became a citizen 1 year after the last election. So when I voted this year, it was really, really cool because it was, I don't know, just like a moment in my life. First time I vote for anything, and I felt so proud.
Oh, that'd be
And
awesome.
yeah, I cried a little bit. And then the people at the voting station were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "You don't understand."
I keep trying to explain that to my son. I said, there's people that can't vote in other places in the world. It's a real privilege to vote.
It
'Cause he
really
said, oh, I
is.
don't want to vote. I said, no, you
Even
go
if
vote.
the person you voted
Yeah.
for didn't get picked, like it's still such a privilege.
Oh,
And
for
it's
sure.
important. And if you're not voting, like you're harming us. You're harming the rest of us by not voting.
It's our democratic right.
Should have had you
Totally.
guys here
Be
a week
selfish.
ago.
Be selfish
Should have
when
had
you
you guys here a
vote.
week ago before the election.
Vote for the person that is the one you like for you. Don't think of your mom. Don't think of your whatever, your brother. Vote for you. And that's how it's supposed to be. Vote for the person that you think is going to benefit you the best. And in the end, I don't know. It's just important. Okay, guys, vote.
Awesome. We're going to play a little more music and we'll finish off our conversation with the girls on the other side of that. And thank you for listening to Life Radio.